at the power forward position. At 6 foot 9 inches, number 54, Patrick Patterson. Number 17, the big man in the middle. He's a 7-foot center from Lithuania. This is Jonas Valanciunas. From Villanova, a 6-foot guard, number 7, Kyle Lowry. And number 10, he's a 6'7" guard from USC. Ladies and gentlemen, DeMar DeRozan. The other forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 77, Freak. Your head coach is Dwayne Casey.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Looking at Sacramento, they want to turn it around after the loss to Washington at the Verizon Center. And that does your confidence, guys, no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
Guys, it was like there was a lid on the basket in that game. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Well, you know, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, guys, and they have nobody to blame but themselves for that. You've got to do a better job of working harder to put up points.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Taj Gibson is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Neal in at the 2 spot. Down low. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Lowry.
Good way to start the game there. I mean, that's a nice inside bucket.
You're right, Clark. That's exactly what you would want, to establish that presence down low early in the game. And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Here's Valanciunas, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Puts up the baby hook, and again it's Toronto converting.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Rondo against Lowry. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Clock at 6. And that one's good. Cousins has got his first basket of the night.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
On the wing, DeRozan. Patterson, the screen. Gay against DeRozan. Valanciunas passes to Maverick, and that one's good. Maverick's got his second basket of the game.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%, can't do better than that.
Gibson setting a pick for Gay. In the corner, Neal with it. And it's wide right, hits off the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
They set the pick. DeRozan on the wing. And again, it's Toronto converting.
5 of 5 to start the game, and it might be the second quarter before they miss the way they're knocking these shots down. Boy, everything's pure.
Rondo kicks to Cousins. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. Sacramento shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improved.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Outside DeRozan. The pass to Maverick. To the left side wing. Lowry drives in, and the shot is good. Lowry's got his first 2 points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
There's Neal with the 3.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Lowry drawing the double team. Valanciunas with a screen on Gay. Here's Ostrovsky. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists in the game.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Patterson setting the pick for Lowry. The feed to Valanciunas. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
A nice job again. That time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
Greg, you're exactly right. Good, solid, steady, no-frills basketball. Doing it in all aspects of the game right now, and that's a hard combination to beat.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Biombo, he's checked in for Patterson, for DeMar DeRozan. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Daniels, he's checked in for Toronto. Now, here's Thornton. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. The drive by Collison. Clock at 6. Hickson can't hit.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now here's Thomas following the miss by Freak. And Caspi kicks to Thomas. Thornton dishes to Collison. Inside, feeds it to Caspi. Kings moving the ball around. And Thomas has it in the corner. And Hickson throws it down.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
They set the pick. Joseph the pass to Maverick. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Joseph with the ball, picked up by Collison. On the wing, Daniels. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The Kings trail by 10. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Collison will not go. This is off the front iron. Fast break, Toronto. Here's Ostrovsky, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Mavericks got 10 points.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Raptors lead by 9. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here. A new group in now for the Raptors. Daniels, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Maverick comes in for Damari Carroll. Powell, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Sacramento also making some changes. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Thomas. Caspi comes in for Rudy Gay. And Gary Neal subbed in for Marcus Thornton. Ostrovsky, he's in at 3. Corey Joseph is out there with Powell. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Daniels in at the power forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz got down to business. He finished with 15 points, and he was on target the whole contest. Very few misses from him all night. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game. Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
The shot by Powell, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Collison kicks to Hickson. Hickson a screen. Here's Neal. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Joseph, the pass to Maverick. And the three ball is good. Maverick's got 13 points.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Outside Collison. Here's Cousins. Joseph with the rebound.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
That's good. And that's 15 points for Freak.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Here's Cousins. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Toronto ahead. They lead by 18. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's been a revelation tonight, almost scoring at will in that first half.
Really hard to fathom he'll be able to keep it up for the next two quarters, but, you never know. It could be a special night for him.
On the court right now for the Kings, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's Gary Neal. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Rondo in at the one spot. Shot's good by Neal.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. Right side, DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. No good from outside.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
The drive by Rondo. Here's Gibson. No luck. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, George Karl had some advice for the team in that last huddle. He said their plan was to run their offense through Gay. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Maverick passes to Lowry and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
That's his first personal foul.
For Toronto, they have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And they've had some really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Both teams making some changes here. The Kings have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half, up to this point going 7 of 14. Collison kicks to Hickson. Sacramento moving it around. Hickson a screen. The drive by Collison. Layup off the pick. The shot by Hickson, no good.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
For Toronto, they have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for MyCareer. That's good from Maverick. Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Now here's Collison. 5 points in the game. Passes it to Cousins. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. He's made only 2 free throws, not shooting well from the line.
And on the season, you know, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Raptors running away with it. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
Check it out.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Ostrovsky, he's in at small forward. DeRozan out there with Corey Joseph. And there's Bismack Biyombo, and it's Daniels in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And he gets the bucket.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it, and he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Yeah, well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Pass to Maverick. Just 5 on the clock. Can't hit from 12. And for Sacramento, they're shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Outside Collison. Hickson a screen. The drive by Collison. Soft touch off the glass.
Crisp pass into the paint.
Raptors leading by 22. They set the pick. And Joseph kicks to Daniels. And the pass to Maverick. He feeds it to Biyombo. To the inside. The shot's good from Maverick. Maverick's got 20 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Joseph with the ball, picked up by Collison. Here's Joseph. Pass to Maverick. From 12 feet out, here's Biyombo. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
The drive by Collison softly drops in the floater. Collison's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Kicks it to Daniels. DeRozan in the corner. Shot on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. And 11 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Collison dishes to Neal. Inside, got a piece of it. And here is Joseph. Pass to Maverick. To the paint. Here's Biombo. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
Gibson the screen. Gibson with the screen on Lowry. Rondo kicks to Gay. Snatched away. Here's Ostrovsky. Lays it in off the breakaway. Mavericks got 4 points now in the quarter. The Kings have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Rondo passes to Gay. 1:57 left in the fourth. And it's off the back rim. No good. Here's the screen. Lowry drives in. Gay with the block. Right side, Rondo. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got 6 assists now in the game. Now Lowry.
Move the ball. Stick it.
And there's the pass to Maverick. There's the dish to Patterson. Patterson a screen on Rondo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Rondo.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Toronto.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well,
him.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
And, Greg, you know, as interconference opponents, tonight was their only chance to get that revenge. I mean, they won't see each other in the regular season again until next season.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Maverick. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Powell dishes to Lowry. Rondo against Patterson. And it's Carroll in the corner. And it's Rudy Gay with the rebound. And here now the Kings. Outside Rondo. Rudy Gay on the wing. Launches it. No good. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He put up a new season high tonight. And if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.